Hi everybody! What I wanted to do is share with you Naptime Nuggets tip number 32. What is it? It's about making it routine. In the next 5 minutes, you're going to get a concrete strategy and exactly how to apply that strategy that will reduce power struggles, increase self-regulation skills, so that impulse control. So it gets kids to stop doing what you need them to stop doing and start doing what you want them to start doing. All in a simple, easy to apply method. It also, my favorite, increases your connection with each other and teaches kids what they need to learn to be successful. What is this magic strategy I'm talking about? Routines. So think about morning craziness. I remember getting up with my daughter. What did I have as a routine? You know what? We had to get up, get dressed, get something to eat, get our shoes on, and get out the door. Well, that works for adults. That does not work for young children. Why? It's all task-oriented. Where's the joy? Where's the moment to relish our connection, to start our day off on the right foot? Also, the routine was very much directed by what I wanted my child to do. So imagine right now, for just a minute, you live in a world where you have somebody following you around telling you how fast to move, to stop doing what you want to do, to start doing what you don't want to do, bossing you around, telling you to hurry up, telling you what to eat, how fast to eat, to be quiet, etc. How would that feel for you to live in that world? Well, these young humans don't like it either. It would make me really crabby. So what happens is this thing, I'll give you an illustration from a study, okay? This was back in the 70s. They took these mice. Sometimes they had the food there for the mice all the time. And then the mice, when they were hungry, they would come eat. And then when they weren't hungry, they wouldn't eat. In another scenario, they never had food in the feeder. And then the mice stopped going to the feeder. In the third scenario, sometimes there was food in the feeder and sometimes there wasn't. And what happened is the mice ended up at the feeder all the time. Is there food now? Is there food now? Is there food now? That is what gets kids, that inconsistency, intermittent reinforcer it's called, that's what gets kids crazy. And it makes them dysregulated, and it makes them fight us, and it increases power struggles. So let's say with media, for example, you know what? I'm busy right now. I'm at the grocery store. I need an extra minute. Give my child my phone. Right now I'm busy. I'm trying to get snack on the table. Give the kids an iPad or put on some media. So it's my world that's regulating it. So if I can set up a routine with media, for example, let's say every single time before nap time, I'm going to give them 10 minutes to watch a show like Daniel the Tiger that is going to show you strategies that you want the kids to learn. So you choose really important media that's going to teach the lessons you really want them to learn. But you're going to play that every time, 15, 20 minutes before nap time for about 10 minutes. And then you're going to wind down, read a book, sing a song, and they're going to lay down. That's going to, after a few days, that toddler or young child is going to start regulating. So they're going to start being able to go, okay, this is how the world works. You're helping them calm down to nap time. You're showing them how to calm their body in that process of singing and relaxing and breathing. And then they're just falling asleep at the end of it. So that routine, the more you do it, the more regulated that child becomes. And then they don't fight. Can I have the media now? Can I have it now? How about now? And they also don't fight nap time. But the trick is you have to have an element in there of connection. So when I told you about my morning routine, there was nothing in there about connecting with each other. And kids need our attention and love more than anything in the world. So what do I need to do? Well, if I want a calm morning routine, what I need to do is figure out when's a time that I can be relaxed, not hurrying my child, and just spend some time together. Maybe it's 2 minutes. Maybe it's 3 minutes of cuddle time before we get out of bed. Maybe I even set a timer. I'm a fan of timers, so the child can see how long that connection time is going to last. It will only take a few mornings before your child starts to get into this wonderful thing that we get to have connection time. So you might be saying, I don't have time for that. I was there. I was a busy working parent, employed outside of the home as well as working inside of the home, and really crazy busy. And I didn't have a time either. But you know what? When we don't connect with kids, they start fighting us to get connection. The reality is kids love routine, and they will take a negative routine and negative attention over no attention at all. So when my daughter and I had this pattern set up, every morning we would fight getting ready, we would fight getting out of the door, everybody's falling apart. I would show up at childcare sometimes with tears in my eyes. She got used to that pattern, and that was the pattern she accepted and even became self-regulated by. She was okay with it going that way because at least she knew what to expect. I needed to turn that around. So I started adding in a quick book and a cuddle time in the morning. It changed our entire morning. And now mine are 18 and 23. So when I look back at that time, I relish those moments that I took a break to connect, to teach, right? Because I was reading stories, but also show my child that I love and care for my child. I liked starting the day or ending the day that way. So pick a time that you can build in a routine with a child. If you're in childcare, is it before nap time? Is it before snack time? Is it when they arrive in the morning? Could you do something like sing them a special song and give them a hug? Or some childcares they hold up, like it has different pictures of different emotions on it. And you have the child tell you, where are you today? Are you happy? Are you mad? Are you sad? So it gives that child the chance every time they show up to know you're going to check in with them. You're going to give them a special hug, a special handshake. You're going to check in about how they're feeling that day. And after a while, they'll come to rely on that and love that piece of the day. Kids are literally calmed by routines, and whatever routine you set up is the one they're going to want to do. So what routine are you going to set up? Or have you set up a routine in the past? If you have, please share it in the comment section. I'm going to look back later today when I'm at the airport, and I want to see what your input is. What are your ideas about this? I'm also going to put in the comments 2 links. One to a great article from 0 to 3, and another one on making life easier, diaper changes. So it will give you specific examples of how to build in routines around diaper changes so kids don't fight the diaper changes as much. Now, a couple of the core concepts I taught you today, you can apply. Think about diaper changing. What's a connection element? Can you blow on their tummy, sing a fun song, tickle their toes? Is there a special toy they get every single time they go to a diaper change? So you add that connection element into it, they're more likely to want to do it and cooperate. So building in routines, you're going to help them self-regulate, you're going to build the connection, you're going to reduce power struggles, and my most important thing, you're going to lower stress and increase joy. So you make your routine today. Take a stressful time, figure out how you can add in some connection elements, some love, some connection, and watch your routine turn from a negative one to a positive one. So take care, have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you again. Over and out.